September bosome no edine foadu amonade hema munyina ebraso se ensema ya boa no awie se Ctv Kasiebo no ye de esomo efre Ctv so to mane wafiefia hodo no mo na wodu YouTube so a my Ctv Kasiebo ye de ebrew enensam no ye hwene a edimo akotene ebe Ghana mampanyini na adona ranko akufo ado kire se wo ya wo hwe na free SHS no enye ma aba no a yi no na fa ne ko ankrankore suku mampanyini dada John Dramani Mahamadi ato empanyifo ededa dan sorry ene ekoko ahodo enimo se won se kire bone nka wo na wo hunu de ye bone a won kan kire empanyifo a ewo man emo Yewia ne atwaso pokonkrofo aman so a free Algeria and Morocco abase ensu branta a etoye mansu yire ema ne muso aman mienu so no amani padodo no ana afem ahwere won kwa Abusuafo ensema hodo binum eka yenum ho ana maboa no ya amagepene awie ede sum we ya frame Afia Brempomaa Hineh me da me ho aba ensem no ha besomo Afia Brempomaa kwa ba fe ensem no yentinsimu ye hyase every man panyini na nadodan kwa kufo ado akache esanse Ghana Bar Association dwede e koso nrada asantementem kropo kumase mo eno man panyini ko gina ase kasa ye ya wode atu dwase won ma e kasa tie free SHS policy no enye se bia sabi nua no wabuagu na sumu ansa wonte kasa e na chenchira achi a wose free SH policy Nye juma na aboa won ma sabi woni be ene mobro wafo enti wa wo hwa free SHS policy na enya ma aba no yino na fa ne ko ankrankora suku no na onkogene tete wo Odena no gisem etujwa annual Ghana Bar Association conference ya ekosu kumase no ena mampeni na dodanko ekofuado ekire se free SHS policy no aboa esuafo bibire na ne titu ene wonumu a woni obi ebeso wasene ama wako Nenso no wonu magidi pa say free SHS no nyina mpempenso a wonu mo ehwehwe no wonfa wo mofa no enko anko school si ebie private institutions no na wonu de na ban no esinketen se wo behwe ama enwumesua no afa ne ntuma pa e de fram wo bibia etumi akobi
for the education of their wards should send them to fee-paying private schools. Public schools, that is schools funded by the taxpayer, should be free to all who would otherwise be unable to pay for their education. That is why the numbers of pupils who have access to secondary education has doubled since the introduction of the free senior high school policy.
Company atwane semno so ekasaye edify electoral commission wonu mujumedia wodi wo memu edibu abato ahodo a yekoso no.
It is becoming evident that these voices are already preparing excuses for the increasingly likely outcome of the impending elections. The constant, persistent champion in Ghana's history of the values of multi-party democracy, rigging is not part of the NPP's DNA. The NPP's path to victory is through a robust defense of its exceptional proven track record in office and the compelling vision of continuing modernization of Ghana's future being espoused by the party's excellent presidential candidate, the Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, and his dynamic running mates, the Honorable Dr. Matthew Prempeh, Member of Parliament from Nechia South, known to all and sundry here in Kumasi as NAPO. The security agencies also have a crucial role in maintaining law and order during the election period. Their presence should be felt but it also should be measured and appropriate. That it should ensure that they act within the confines of the law, protecting the rights of all citizens, while preventing any form of violence or intimidation by enforcing strictly.
And Chief Justice Gertrude Tokono in some way etuja.
And transparent elections, the key to sustainable democracy, unquote, speaks to what is on the heart of every Ghanaian. The electoral process is a legal process. It is conducted in accordance with a statutory framework. Equally, there are settled legal norms for determining any disputes arising therefrom. This requires that stakeholders come to the electoral process with full recognition and appreciation of the legal regimes surrounding it. Who qualifies to stand as a candidate? What makes a vote valid or invalid? Which court has appropriate jurisdiction to settle an originating petition or application invoking the supervisory jurisdiction of the court? What is the proper procedure for commencing all types of cases?
Yanto so na yanko yani monsam foforo emu mampanyida da John Dramani Mahama ebontoa buno mantem kropon sunyane emu ne bra woduru odumase ahemfie ene wonana no ahemfo ene atrankonwa wo ho twetwe nkomo ene wode atu dwose omahimu empanyifo adeda da som ene akwaku wo hunu bone a wonka bone anim sekire no nkasa we ye bone ne momwamfa bone nkogina ho mapapa no mfa papa nyina ho mabone ye basa etwe omahimpuntu esan Omampanyida da de nsɛm etudwa ebra ne ntoabo ya wɔbɔ bono mantem no ne de toso mienu ɔne nananom ehyiaye ɛna ɔde ɛto nananom animu sɛ ɔmanyimu eni kwan sɛ yɛtena hɔ yɛnhwɛ han na sɛ bi obi di bɔne a sɛ nipa no wotumi nti ne aka ya no atom yɛnka hwe mfa nkyerɛ nipa no na nipa no nso eguso aba na ɔbɔ ɔman no na sɛ obi kita tumi na ɔyɛ bɔne a wɔsɛ nananom enya akokoduro na ɔka sɛ nipa korɔ no anim ka bɔne anim ɛno obetumi aboa ama ɔman etumpɔn.
Sometimes the most serious churchgoers and the most serious mosque-goers are probably the worst criminals in our country. And so we need to see how we can affect the morals and ethics of our congregation's behavior. But to continue with what Ahmed said, we must not be afraid to speak the truth always. Because if you take both holy books, the Bible and the Quran, it enjoins us to always abide by the truth. And abiding by the truth is being able to say it as it is without fear or favor, without recognition of which government is in office and which government is not in office. Unfortunately, that has not been the case. It would appear that anytime NDC is in office, an atmosphere is created where everybody can speak freely and where everybody can criticize the government. But unfortunately, when our colleagues come in, the whole country goes quiet and it's like people are afraid to speak up. I noticed that even when people want to criticize the government, instead of calling them out for what they have done wrong, they say, you politicians, and they generalize and bring everybody in because they are afraid to directly talk about who is doing the wrong thing. And I think that those are things that we need to look at. Because after all, the actions of the leaders affect your congregation and affect you directly. Indeed, you are the best gauge when the economy is not going well. Because when the congregation is going through hardship, you are the first point of contact they come to. Also for mintimintu ya meba school fees, intime ba ho, also for ene yendidi ewo mi fie. So you can tell. But that, apart from even that indicator, the other indicator is Sunday, what kind of collection I'll be say?
And some chronoemo and a deputy minority chief whip on one soon a year Rashbejani Emma Banda, Ura Ahmed Ibrahim, Ede Eto, and Pennyfoa Edida de Kuku, any a sum I would one or a woman more anymore say. Sa LGBTQ plus Bill Noa, Aquatom and Penina Pronso da, ya one sign yeno, and Pennyphone Chum and Peninanim, na on funny pen, science, and sana which I to me no more qua. Time
has come for you to defend us. You gave the values in us. You inculcated the values in us. We have passed it. Stand behind us. Chief Imam, Sheikh Arimiya, he did very well. He came together with all the Christian bodies. And I'm on my pass here. You pass it. What's one side? But we see, on your appointee, he will pass it. But we are passing. But the Chief Justice was appointed by Akufo-Addo. Therefore, he can stop him. And that's why I don't see the bill being assented to. And therefore, there must be severe pressure for your kind. Because the president has already said it is bound to happen. Whatever pressure they give, you must bring counter pressure. Then you come and stand there. Oh, we'll protect Ghanaian family values. Where? Protect them now. We are waiting for you. Ajani enanum ya wohomamu. Omu ba beye mra a control sorry ya mu manye. Omu stop LGBTQ ya stop we pass it. Omu ba be religious and moral education ya mu manye. But the time has come for you to stand your grounds and protect the Islamic faith, protect the Christian faith, protect the various faith. Say Ghana and now Obiko wo obi sikankono. I was secondary school. How did we get here? Akola kitwa osi money rituals okokun obi e wakaswa. How did we get here? The time has come for the moral conscience of the country to tackle the president who is sleeping, to take the leadership who is sleeping, and to call for ethical governance.
Na ensem krono emu na empanyifo eda odumase traditional council no anu nso ede won ma no tumu bi ka se ba panyini dada John Dramani Mahama nyentem grameji o manfra hu kiremu sansa ben ye tiso edie wabo man no kra.
Osabere makwabna ye boa ya anu ni kontihini modumase number 1 kire se omanyimu yenim nsuo ene yenim nsa na se wo hwe bra omanfo ebre ama ekom ene nkwankom na ekum manfo no a obi ene honum a obekire wo se aban ye tisue e wo so sesa no esan se aban no ahye da ye nhwe han ma nioma mu ayedian ama ahokira aso omanfo komu no ebi nsi da oman ya bakose mu no gidi se mampanyin dada John Dramani Mahama e wonimde wonde amamu no abubida Oba wobetumi ehunu ne owoso ya odo omen ebekoboshe asasene so ogina traditional council bekire nanom ahemfo ene atrenkonwa wonpotam ho anim ena wode nsemi tu dwabra NDC amanyoko no Frank Ekrani Owura John Dramani Mahama ekobo nsra ewosunyane West Mense no emu womkropon odumasemo ena sankomotwetwe nyina ekoso
West municipality, on
Aboatinjan eye kane anoboafo ema NDC amanyoko no no nso odwumedie no sibinti woni ensem twroni odno kwasi apia twetwe nkomo ema wode to omanfo ewosunya no west animo se saa da bia to omoto aba edema NPP amanyoko no won munyai esanse no na ama mpuntu abompotem se na edwonso aba akoko no na afi obesesa wonsa no ato aba ede ama NDC amanyoko a enka obehunu mpuntu papa ene nsachire papa bi ewo wonom empotem ho So na yankwa ni mwansem foforo emumrashibedwani makrowo abato mpesua no so Dr. Agnes na momolate ede atudwa sase wa file nomination awie ide bibia eda na kwan so ya ekwan mu atene se mfiempino ene aduonu nan abato no nkonimde ebe ne dia
sabre na mrashibedwani eko file ni nomination for 20 home penning for me executives no any party nechi typho bi ehye won matade ya won kales no ewo mu edekota nechi ewo ho won sentwefo ekasa no mame na mumu ekyere se ene ni jikese pa ene pempenso sabre wedu afi wode asada piesie ema executives ya won mu mensini ho wosan editu dwose sede na dudu na eni age no wonimpa se wo mu ewo ni mugidie mapa esenti won so ema wonsan wo from the dwuma no obehwe no waye ni ye pa ede aboa amanyoko no ene won frank tufo John Dramani Mahama.
Very much. First of all, I owe God a great thanks for bringing me this far, and I owe the people of Krowo to a lot of appreciation. They've always been there, whether you call them day, night, anytime, they are there to support me, and I want to say a big thank you to them. I also want to thank the National Democratic Congress for giving me this opportunity to contest on their ticket, and so grateful to everyone who has supported me this far. Yes, every step of this political life has to have some fun or some excitement. It can't always be stress all the way. So I celebrate every little landmark, every little success, every little achievement. I celebrate it, and today is no different. By the grace of God, we've been able to successfully file, and I thank God for it. So it's the euphoria. It's part of the process, and all of us are enjoying. When you look back, you see the market women. They are here, staff, and everybody is here to support Namomo and the NDC. And I believe that it is not just about the celebration, but at the end of the day, JM and myself will go through, and it is my desire that God will grant all NDC parliamentary candidates the victory that we need to be able to reset Ghana and then build Ghana together with our effort.
Enochi okasafa nyeme bia wo hwe ni mu eye December 7 abato ne bre no.
You know, when your confidence is in Christ, you can't miss it, because we will do all that we can. Victory is of the Lord, and it is not just about that. I believe strongly in the biblical principle that the latter glory will be more than the former, and so I don't expect that being an obedient believer in God's word, He's going to fail me. No. And if you look at how far God has brought me, every contest has been an improvement. and I'm praying and trusting him for the same. I'm very confident that he will do the same for me again, and not just me this time, but His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. It is my desire to up his vote way above mine in Krowa constituency this time round. Grace and favor. It is grace and favor. And let me also say that we've built relationship over the years. In a community or even in a family, you won't have everybody liking you. But the people of that I have a good heart and a good spot for them, a very soft one for them. And by the grace of God, we've been able to build the relationship this far. And so I believe and trust that they will continue to support me in all my endeavors.
Free Crowaba to Pesciano Sono, Yanko Prue, na Emrasbejani, and also Rawa Genemo, NDC, Amanyukuni Demo, a Primrasbeja di Breno, one also aqua filing in nomination, Nama one Sony and Semtroni, Atchen Como, and Nanudisem Atuja.
We are so glad this afternoon having to meet the leadership of the EC in Pro East. I have submitted my nomination forms, duly vetted and signed off by the returning officer. We want to appreciate your resilience and your good work towards our electoral process in the constituency. As a matter of fact, we have to register our pleasure with all that you've done in the years past. But most importantly, this election is a crucial one for all of us. We believe as a party, the NDC, it is a time to save Ghana from its shackles. But to be able to do that, we will need a fair, free, and transparent elections. Your role as a referee is paramount to this cause. And that is the most important reason why today, after submitting my form and having gotten it signed, I want to seize this opportunity to tell you and to implore you that whatever you are doing, it is for the peace and the safety of our community here in Pro East. We know you are going to do all that it takes for us to have that process indicating that our elections are free, they are fair, they are transparent. We have raised a couple of issues and petitioned before you. We are still waiting on your responses. We believe that such response will calm our nerves because as it stands, we are not comfortable and want to register that we will not stop pursuing these issues until we get a final verdict that shows that fairness has been displayed. And those issues, we don't want to bring it to the public domain as we speak now because we believe the relationship we've had with you is something that we don't want to mar it with whatever it is. So we'll sit down and then you look at where the challenges are coming from. Then you resolve it amicably. We appreciate all that you've done for us as a body, and we are looking forward to working with you peacefully so that this constituency will be marked as one of the peaceful constituencies, and that is what we are all looking for. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it.
Yewiana Ediania Tremo, Eutu Senya, Isabato, Pesciano, Esso, a Ramavis, How Kumsen, or also Aquafile, the nomination form 1 among 5 to train combo, and there are 2 just said among 4 and Mujidiano, Uncle Swangan, sir. Now, if you're Penunia during a battery yet, Titi, Ranhay, or qua, one kai say, or no, and I ubit me.
Obatampa Mavis Hawa Kumsin Kasoma Shibijini, and D. Kaiwa Electoral Commission Office Day in the nomination form no Equa Tuho, a Wumusa Wano, and would do one term and so what a cacao. Sansen in Funina will try no, Nana so Ayera Wumuna Isin so, Episode will be our so Echere Wumu, Electoral Commission Eshaye, Emma, or Sanye Nibio, Electoral Commission Eshayema way any bio, now one more edge forms no, and not share Anna NDC candidate year war a Wutu Senya East. Fellas now call your Okuno. EBP Muwa will also be filing the nomination forms. Wutu Senya East Mensinino electoral officer Dominic Agbano and Ctv Kasiebo Etchitun Komo Echere one muni na wamo forms no and Penifwaji Atumuni Senti would be office now to one mu train candidates Akano so womra MFile one nominations.
With the bankers draft issue, usually the MPP and then the NDC their party head office normally pays for them. And so at the time they arrived, we have not gotten any indication from our regional office whether they have received or not. So that is why we have to indicate it on the nomination form that they have said they will provide it from the head office. And so, but in the course of it, we have received information from our regional office that they have been paid, the MPP had been paid for. And in the same vein, as we were also on the NDC one, we have to write to indicate that we have not received any banker's draft from them. But then, in the course of when we had finished and we have given their copy to them, I came to my office and then I checked and I realized that they have also been cleared.
And which way, Mammy Mavis Hawakumsen, actually said, oh, Mapa, said December 7 about 1, obeyed Dim Kunimbio.
Thankfully, today, the nomination for parliamentary candidates and presidential candidates have been open. And so I have to come and file my forms. We have successfully filed. And all I have to tell the people of Awutu Senya East and Kaswa is that I really appreciate the love shown me all these years. I've been with them for the 12 years. They've shown me love. And I've also shown them love. It's the love I want us to continue in that direction. I'm human. Maybe I'm out of air. They should forgive me. So we forge ahead. We are looking at making sure that the margin is so huge than that of last year. I mean 2020, the last election. And I believe my supporters are going down. They are going all out. They are going all out to campaign. We will leave no stone unturned.
The Kwakwemo and Phyllis Nakoyo NDC candidate actually say, and you ma hold a washa se a wakaswan in Potemu Wabeshe, say with Dim Kunima Wabetwas of Pepe, Eddie Amewutu Senya for. Ninyamuno, a Wutu Senya West, the Mersha Bedrini, Ami Gisela, Tete, Agbo Twins, Alcofan, a nomination from the was saying Jinabio.
Second time, we are more than ready, and we know that we are taking the seat this time around. What we need is to be more vigilant. The word is being more vigilant. So I am so much assured that come 7 December, we are taking the seats.
Let's look at them. I mean, last 4 years there were issues here and there. This time, how are you going to ensure that there is peace ahead of the elections?
For Nakoyo, I stand for peace. All those who know me, those who know what I represent, I stand for peace, and I would want to work with the good people of Awutu Senya East constituency, with people living in it. I'm saying people living in it because when there is chaos, who am I going to work with? All the development and all the policies I am bringing on board, who am I going to do it for? So I want to work with people living in it for them to enjoy the fruits of their labor. So I represent peace and I stand for this in this coming election.
Thank you.
Afia Brempomaa Hineh. Wada Association of Oil Marketing Companies and Dr. Riverson upon Edia Tuja say, worship at Takremu Shiebe, Yenru Busuye women that also do sia dear na fam wobo yatate so, ewo o my ganemu, or just said it ya, wade and semi etuja, and answer wakika can semi yina and say. Woshe kwanya ye faso etefa ngobo so ewo my ganemu, and impo amnone jamine so a bibia kyerese. And you mean you know that the sitting now what they know, Ejina baby, Ejina, and a dollar a day, no, a woman saying Shada and Quastro baby, dear, now so a fanasa a yara. And see, one of the kaka can you mean now, boy near, not just a share bay, September was many that also don't see no dear. Now, found oh boy, so I were on my Ghana, Emo. When they and some truffle and a chain combo, and what say. What share August Bosnia you see more noir. What a tete found obo so ewo my ganemu, Emma say petrol bo, Liter baako 13 cedi 63 pesos. Na diesel 14 cedi 35 pesos. Eno no ejina wono mo a pump kura obeto ofango no efri ho no ehwo. Nanso ne obetumi aka ane se enioma nyina dedada na kwan mu na se enioma no tumi gina so a se ne agina so abosom ya hyase a etuamu akosi ne da etoso dunsia no so de a o ene fa nwo bo se ye petrol se ye diesel o ye bete so amaka ewura no mfo komu agyewo afa yenko abona ne nsemu Amania yensaka efri Algeria ene Morocco amaino emieno entemo ene se ensuyire ya emane muso na ano no eguso aya edi ewuo pa na nipa kuso awua na ewuo ewo sa aman mieno entem before chose okeka kanoma bo mu no Morocco mine mu onko ano nipa be sa aduonu ena ensuyire afa wonom ama sese wawuwu dodo anu anso ayira ama abusuafo dodo na ani abre pa ya wo hwehwe won ma de hye na so kwa akohunu won mo he wogide sensu yire ama won mo so e de won makọ baabi a wontumi enkyere ya sa bredi obetumi e de won sese won bo aka sankrofo ya wo hwehwe won me wato nanom e wo ensiedo empanyifo kyerɛ sɛ ensuo etoye nanu enamienu na anu ɔden pa na emframa ewo nsuo num no so anu ɔden enti ebububu adan bebre sese japade bebre ye wi akyire ede nsuo yire ya anu ɔden aba aman emienu entem Algeria ban no krade akyire sɛ wɔde atorenchemu aboafo ekɔkɔmiaya ɛdan no abubu aguo ene baabi nsuo yire no ɛwɔ wɔ fa dodo no a na no etumi aboa ama wotumi agye nipa dodo no ankwa ama wonom a won dan abubuo na nsu yire nti wakɔ ahohehia mu no nso no wohunu kwan a wobetumi ede atorenchemu mmoa akoma saafo nyina Abusefo weso na yegyina na Afia Brempomaa Kasiebo ya yedesmo Ctv so no yede ne nyina sie ye na ochinchim fidie ne fruma ase won ma keka ne ma bo ani ma kase di mo so ye ma momo piafo ye de kase nyina kogu ye ewo ye Facebook and Afia so YouTube e my Ctv GH Afia Brempomaa Hineh ene mo kenkan fo awie nyame ya domo abrepem ye besen hia na so sabrede abusua Edinkra.